Alright, hey you guys, so a lot of you guys know that about a year ago I came back to Massachusetts, and the reason why I came back to Massachusetts is because I was held up at gunpoint in my own house. What happened was I started dating this guy. I was calling him my guy, and it was a little after me and Deshawn broke up. The only reason why I got with another guy is because me and Deshawn broke up, and I wasn't really gonna ever get back with him because, you know, he canceled my wedding and I was devastated. So I decided to move on, move forward, and get with another person. Never intending to play with anybody's emotions, never intending for it to end up like this, never, nothing. I think me and Deshawn broke up December 17th. I started talking to my guy, and I think it was around my birthday, Deshawn decided to apologize to me, and he said that no one deserves to be hurt or left hurt like that, you know. And so then we decided that he was gonna come visit me. I did a video about having a guest coming to visit me. Around that time, I was, you know, still having a friendship with my guy. So Deshawn came down to visit me. My guy found out and decided to come to my house. I had dropped Deshawn off at the mall, and so that, you know, if my guy came over, there would be no type of altercation. My guy was a security officer, so I knew that he carried a firearm. So that's why in the video, which I'll never post up, I still have the video and everything, I'll never post it up, I said that I know that he carries a firearm, I'm scared, I'm doing this only for my safety. And so throughout that, you can see him on the video holding me up at gunpoint in my house, pointing the gun at me, punching me, hitting me, very malicious actions, but on a regular day-to-day basis, outside of that day, I had never received any violence from him. He was very sweet, very funny, and always laughing. That day, his eyes went from being a light hazel to a dark black. I didn't know who he was. It was very scary and very disturbing. And so I've been just keeping up with, well, in the process of the year, I've had my attorney contact me, because it's been over a year now. It happened in April of last year. My attorney has been keeping up with me. He was facing, my guy was facing up to 30 years based upon his charges. And I talked to the attorney. They wanted to subpoena me, but because I'm in Massachusetts, they did not subpoena me, because I'm not in the same state. And so I did not have to go to court because I was not in the same state. And so when I talked to my attorney wanted me to be in on what it is, the state attorney, because they were going to prosecute him on what it is that he gets sentenced to. Now for me, because of I know that okay, I know that in the process of the situation, I know that his anger and rage was over the fact that of jealousy of Deshawn. And so in that process, you know, it does not give him an excuse to hurt people like that. But for me, when I talked to the attorney, I told her that I would rather have more grace and mercy. And I'm a person that believes in forgiveness only because I'm still alive. I still have my life, and from a person who has been in the system, I'm the type of person who believes in second chances. Now, I know some of you guys are gonna probably be like, oh my God, like, Jazz, are you crazy? You could have lost your life, yada, yada, yada. And if that's your opinion, you know, I'm glad that you have that opinion. But for me in my life and how I chose to, you know, handle this situation, I chose more grace and mercy than anything, because I'm still living my life, you know, and I missed out on my whole teenage years, you know. For me, my prayer is that God reaches him while he's serving his time, and that I pray that God reaches him while he's serving his time, and I pray that I'm not driving, by the way, I'm parked. I was just seeing if Deshaun's car was in the parking lot. That's why I like did that heavy turn, like I thought he had left the house. I'm like, okay, but he's home. I gotta cook dinner. Where was I? Yeah, so I pray that God reaches him, and that he makes changes in his life, you know, because I remember where I was a few years ago in prostitution, and how God reached me and changed my life, you know. And I pray that this situation may never happen again or occur again, and that he doesn't go to harm anybody's life in that type of manner again. And I pray that from this and what he is going through, that he'll be able to make changes to impact other people's lives, just as I am doing in my own life. And you know, I've talked to my grandmother several times, you know, because I know that there wouldn't be like a lot of understanding, because some people just don't understand. But I remember growing up, and you know, I've had a lot of holidays missed and a lot of years missed, you know. And for me, like traveling, and for me, you know, making up for the time missed in life, you know, I've been doing those things because I miss so much, and I don't want to miss out on life, you know, and I'm still alive. And so because I know those things, you know, like I get to have kids, you know, and you know, I'm hoping that he makes positive changes in his life so that he would be able to, you know, not miss out on opportunities. I'm married now. I get to get married, you know, I get to have a family, you know. And you know, like for me, I think that because God gave me a second chance, because I got a second chance at life, you know, I believe that people can change. And that's only because I've seen myself change. I'm just gonna pray real hard. And even if you don't agree with me, I pray that you pray as well, that God makes the changes in his life so that he can become a better person, and just learn from his mistakes, you know. Because even when you look in the Bible, Moses was a murderer. Now, he tried to kill me. He tried to kill me. Don't get me wrong, he did. Yeah, that gun was real. But I'm still alive. Now, Moses, who killed somebody, God still used him. And Moses actually went through with it. I'm still here. I can still tell my story. I can still tell my testimony and everything. And so through that, I am forgiving, and I am giving mercy. And so through that, me and my attorney agreed on some type of sentencing and probation. And so today I didn't know what they were going to offer him, but I didn't want him to have to serve 30 years, because then half his life's over. So they sent me a letter in the mail, and he is getting 4 years in prison and 3 years probation. And so for me, I am not arguing with it. I'm content in it, and I am just going to continue to pray for his life. And you know, my life is not amazing because, you know, I don't want to be in Massachusetts, but I still have my life, and I still get to make choices, and I still get to see destinations I've never seen before, and no one had to bury me and put me in a box. And so through that, I am just grateful, and you know, I just pray that he learns his lesson, and that he just turns his life around, and when he gets out, that he receives a second chance to be a better person than the choices of which he was making. Because, I mean, he was a good person. He was nice to me, you know. It's just that day, in a fit of jealousy, rage, you know, one day can change and impact someone's life really fast, you know, by the choices you make. And I know it can happen to anybody. It can happen to me today. I can make a choice, and that's it, you know. So I know it can happen to anybody. It can happen to you. It can happen to your sister, your brother, your mother, your cousin, your father. It can happen to anybody. So, and because I know that, you know, I chose more mercy than anything. So I just wanted to update you guys. So I'm still alive, and yeah, 4 years, 3 years probation, 4 years in prison, 3 years probation. And yeah, praying that God impact his life, and when he gets out, and he has learned his lesson, and he changes for the better. Alright, you guys, I'm about to go inside and lay it down for the rest of the afternoon, maybe do some math homework. So until we meet again, God bless. Peace.